Okay, hello, dear friends. Good morning. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning. And I will continue with my blah, blah, blah about betrayal, trust, sleep, losing friend, maybe depression, maybe loneliness. And let's see how the topic goes. And so first I will explain you some about this format. I make this video not longer than 15 minutes. These videos is limited to 15 minutes, and YouTube only allow me to upload video up to 15 minutes from iMovie. So I make this iMovie video. And then I found if I make iMovie, I need some image. So these are the pictures from my cell phone album. I just pick up some pictures, and there is no distraction. I can just randomly talk without sound interference. And each picture iMovie allow me to put to up to 2 minutes 30 seconds. So I have 6 pictures. And it makes me think I need to take more pictures so that I can make my iMovie this kind of podcast like. I think this is relatively podcast quality, and I am moving around to talk so you can hear from left, from right, from right, from left. What do you think? Okay, so we come back to the topic, and yesterday no, not yesterday, the last video we talk about betrayal, how to avoid avoidance, and prevent. You make a rule, you make a boundary of how much you can go. You trust a friend. It's not unconditional trust. We cannot put an unconditional trust. It's just too much a burden for another person. If we trust another friend unconditionally, you trust. On your side, you are putting yourself into a very vulnerable condition, because you give all your trust and do not have any doubt. On the other hand, it is not fair for your friend, and they have their limitation of ability, and you give them such a big task of being trusted. It's as if you are testing their ability. It's too much, and do not trust. Do not blindly just trust. You build a boundary how much they can be trusted. And in my class, I forgot if I have told this or not. I already did 20 of this recording for the same video and deleted. Maybe something already taught. And so one thing is about clean up the classroom after class. And some students just suddenly they get after art classroom is always a mess, and some students would like to help up clean up. And they, before the class finish, I said, I really appreciate you, I trust you, you can clean it up. There will be a couple of students come and say, okay, trust me, I can do that job. And then I give the job, and they clean up, they do things, and I prepare my next class, and then they left. And the classroom is still not cleaned, especially in the sink. They say I will wash the dishes, wash the brushes, and it's not totally washed, and then they left. This happens all the time. And this happens many times, not all the time. There are students good at cleaning up and they enjoy clean up. So that is your trust. You are putting a bigger task there than their ability, comparing with taking their recess time to clean up for you and going out to play. There are two things they need to choose. For some kids and for majority of kids, I think going out to play in the fresh air outweighed the joy of cleaning the dish. You have 5 minutes. The whole recess time is 15 minutes, and you have 5 minutes staying inside to clean the dish. It's not that fun. But there are students who really enjoy, and I ask them to go out. They do not. They enjoy more inside to clean the dish. And I can understand because I like to clean the brushes clean sometimes. So this is something you put a bigger job than their ability, than their mental ability, than their spiritual enjoyment. So you are putting them to a task and you are doing something that owns them. Next time, what you can do, you can get 5 minutes earlier. These students, when the other students doing their work, their other things, you can bring this group of students 5 minutes. You do not need to do anything. You clean up the dish. You clean up the painting dish. You clean up the brushes. And when you finish this job, you get a special award. It's an origami paper, it's a sticker, it's a verbal award or appreciation. Anyway, so they feel that their job is done, is accomplished, and they get what they deserve. It's a special hard job. So you make things flat. They do something for you and you do something for them. And you can make sure that what you do is just equivalent to their effort. You can make the equation, and it's not about talking about this equation. 5 minutes job equal to 5 origami paper, 10 minutes job equal to a pencil or something. No, you will make the decision. Each teacher has its rule, each class has each dynamic, and each group of students have their own interest. You do the right thing to appreciate them. And this is flat. Nobody owes something. And you build up a relation within a certain boundary. There is no hard task for them to juggle. They're going out or inside. So you make it flat. So when you give other people trust, you make sure it is within a trustable boundary. Do not go over it. And do not put the burden on them. Nobody owns you. Make sense? And if we give them too much, they have to sacrifice. And it becomes your debt. Your debt to them. It's not right. Don't do that. So give a boundary. And if they do not finish, if they do not do the right thing, just accept. You clean it up, and do not take it too seriously, and understand the other part. I think a lot of things come from understanding. And you wear the shoes of your friend, of other people, and think the way what they think. Not only think the way what you think, what you are comfortable to think. A lot of time you try to think about other people, but you are not living their life. It is hard to think. So make a boundary, make things happening within a certain range. It will make less chance that people betray you. Do I make any sense? Another friend mentioned about lost love interest, and she met a guy, and they started dating for 2 months or something, and they became they really feel good and felt perfect, and suddenly this guy stopped, and she felt hurt, and there is no closure. I definitely understand that feeling, that suddenly one guy stopped, one of the two parts stopped, the other part left over. It's so pain. And you will feel that he's childish, he's disrespectful, and he's that and that. No, it's done. It's finished. You just accept the fact that it's finished. Every love, everything has a life. We are lucky we love another person for the rest of our life. But it's a lottery if you get that chance. If you do not have that chance to have the love of another person for the rest of your life, then you are just one of the ordinary person. And one thing is working on your relationship, and that is before that fate is done. When I have mentioned one thing, when it is over, it is over. I got a lot of friends against it, and they think different. They think they need to get consequence or something, but action has consequence. But from my narrow point of view, from my imperfect way of explaining it, it is done, it is done, it is gone, it is gone. You can not back something back, and it's no use. You think another person disrespectful, you think other person childish, you think other person selfish, and you think he's the worst of everything. It's only for you to heal yourself. It does not solve this problem. The way you can hate him, you can do whichever way to make you feel balanced. But at the end of the day, it takes time, and with time, you will understand it is gone. Maybe you can get him back, or maybe you move on to another, finding something new. It takes time. From my point of view, from what I can see this thing, accept it, and live the best of your life, and keep yourself busy. Pick up brush to paint, go out to swim, to walk, to see sunshine, take picture, find a new hobby, and buy some good food, buy some good clothing. Distract yourself. Thank you very, very much. I will do another video, maybe. I love you.